Hello everyone, welcome to the Play to Earn channel for Play to Earn Weekly episode 2. This week I'm with my co-host Bruno. Hey Bruno, how are you doing?
I'm great, man. I just woke
Great.
up, but I'm super happy to be here with you guys.
Yeah, early morning for you. And we have our guest of honor today. We have Kieran Warwick from Illuvium. Welcome Kieran.
Thanks, man. How you doing?
How are you doing? All good?
All good. Yeah, doing really well. Thanks for having me
All
on.
good. Great, it's great to have you. Sorry guys, we're a bit late. We have a little technical problem, like usual with this live stream, but we're ready to go. So today we're gonna talk about Illuvium. Illuvium is a AAA project that's coming up. That's currently in beta or in closed beta, and Kieran has got some news for us as well. There is an upcoming land sale, and we'll discuss these things, and we'll discuss other news. So. Kieran, the stage is yours. Where are we at the moment with Illuvium? What's the stage of the beta, and what's coming up next?
Yeah, so it's actually a really, really exciting time for us. Earlier this morning, we pushed our beta live, which is, a combination of thousands and thousands and thousands of hours that our team has put into it. It's been 18 months or a little bit less than 18 months, I think about 15 months. And people are finally going to be able to play the game. It's survival mode, so just setting the expectations. This isn't our open beta, it's a private beta. It's designed to get people used to the battle system, the synergies that you use, how to position your characters, because this auto battler that you see in survival mode is used across pretty much every single mode in the entire game, apart from Illuvium 0.
Okay. So this will be open to anyone.
It's private beta now, but the plan is to make this open by June. And when we say open, we mean open with PvP, because right now there's no PvP component to it, but we're quickly looking to change that.
Okay, cool.
Just
but
one
I
question
see.
about
Oh yeah, go ahead.
combat. Sorry. So combat is all about positioning, right? Or will you have like skills to interfere in the outcome of battle at some points?
No, so in this particular game, in Illuvium, we just use the auto battler format. A lot of people will look at it and think, okay, but you're not actually doing anything, you're just positioning it. But there's so much thought that goes into the type of character that you're putting down, what affinities it has, the compositions that it makes with other alluvials. You've got to think about what weapons you're going to put on them. You can also there's another layer which we're adding to this, which is augments. And so there's so much complexity that goes into it, and different meta strategies, that it becomes super addictive and super competitive, that we really don't think we need to introduce any other elements like that, or we don't want to for this particular game anyway.
Okay.
But we saw that you already have fun, no? We saw, like, we have on screen now a game. I think you played a game with your brother, co-founder. Some high-stakes game. No, you guys were playing and having fun with it.
I just looked in the corner and I saw his face and I was like, "Whoa, what the? Have you secretly got him in here or something?" But no, he posted on Twitter that he was gonna beat me or whatever in this matchup that we were gonna do live. And for some reason, I just said, "All right, put $1 million down." And when we say $1 million, we mean $1 million of ILV. So it ended up, and it's pretty funny, right? It's kind of shows the type of people that we are. We had a game which didn't allow us to play against someone else, and within literally 2 days, I was calling him up and I'm like, okay, you play your round, I play my round, then we do it again and we see who's gone the furthest, and then the winner of that gets X, and all of a sudden we're like manufacturing this PvP mode because we're so competitive. So that went down. I ended up winning, luckily, but and then we ended up giving that to the team actually.
Yeah, that's super cool. That's super cool, and we can see that you guys are passionate, that you guys are having fun, and I think that's it's we're talking about gaming, and many projects they forget about the fun part. They focus on tokenomics, complicated schemes about earning and stuff, but we're all gamers first, and if we can earn something or have a bet with our brothers or with our friends, that's the fun part. That's add some stakes. So that's super cool. That's super cool to see that you guys are passionate. Okay, so I think a lot of people I see in the chat, a lot of people are asking land sale. So why? First of all, why do they want land in Illuvium? What's the point? And then can you tell us about this upcoming land sale that you guys are planning?
Yeah, so land in Illuvium has a ton of utility in the sense that you can earn we're trying to approximately 5% of all of the in-game transactions of Illuvium will be funneled back to landholders. So that's fundamentally why people want land, because they know that they're going to get their profit or their share of the profit from mining the resources from the land that they purchase, and then selling those resources, we call it fuel, to the people in the main game. And the people in the main game are essentially purchasing that fuel from those land owners, and you create this really fun economy across the board, and it allows the land to actually have utility. So that's, in a nutshell, that's what land is. There's also blueprints and things like that, which allows you to create skins and weapons and stuff like that, but we won't go into that. In terms of the land sale, that's going to be around mid next month. Haven't got an exact date yet. Unfortunately, we're still waiting for the audit to be complete, but we're expecting that to be a huge event. We've got 20,000 plots that are on sale. There's different tiers which have different prices. The way that the mechanism that we're using is a Dutch auction style, and the reason is we don't want people to FOMO in, so we've set the prices of these plots at a really high amount, and they reduce really quickly. And the idea is people can work out when is the best time for me to buy, what do I think this is actually valued at, rather than us just coming up with some kind of arbitrary pricing structure or whatever. This is a way for us to find out the true value of each of the different tiers of land.
Okay, yeah. So and I see in the project in the Discord you have a really active community, and you there is a lot of even governance talk in this community. You have there are active discussion with the people involved in the project, not only the team.
Absolutely. Straight after this, or a little bit after this, I'm going into a AMA where we put out an IIP, which is our way of proposing things like the pricing for the land sale. Now, part of the struggle with allowing people to have a voice and to contribute and whatever is, you get a lot of feedback. And the thing that I love about Illuvium is it doesn't matter how robust the discussion is, we always get to a point where I think the vast majority of the community is happy with the decision, and it's really good to see. Like when it's going on, like right now, I'm kind of frazzled and I'm like, oh my God, like I need to go in and explain why having a dynamic economy in the game is going to make it really exciting and fun to play. And sometimes people don't have that perspective. And so I've really got to take a step back and go, okay, this is a good thing, but to say that it's not stressful and it's not, something that weighs on me or whatever would be definitely false.
Yeah, we can see it in many projects, and we are following. It's great to have this community input, but when you put yourself in the shoes of a creator or someone developing a project, and having all this feedback coming can be good, but can be, yeah, as you say, super stressful and making you doubt maybe at some times as well. You don't want to lose the community, obviously, but at some point, someone gotta take a decision and get things moving. And there's always gonna be someone not happy with it. So that's
Yeah, you can't please everyone. Actually, I just have one question. So you mentioned that in land you're going to produce fuel and blueprints, right? Is this going to be exclusive of landowners or other players that actually don't own land? Are they going to be able to get these in-game resources too?
Exclusive to landowners.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Okay,
why it's
cool.
so important.
Let's
Because
talk.
it's integrated all the way through.
Okay, so the land sale. If people want more information, want to get involved, if they're not already, I can see that we got some active community members in the chat. Where should they go? Discord, I guess, is the best play. You got an AMA in an hour from now. So, guys, if you're interested, go check it out and join the Illuvium Discord server, and you can talk with other fans there, and you'll get all the information you need and start to get involved in the project. There is staking as well in Illuvium. So there is a new V2 of staking that has been launched. You guys are big DeFi degens as well. Okay, it's not only the gaming, but I think you initially started in Web3 through DeFi. Is that correct?
Yeah, there was pretty much no chance that I was launching a project that didn't have staking. I really, really, really believe in staking, and it's an unbelievably effective method for bootstrapping your initial liquidity. Incentivizing people with rewards to lock up is, it's something that Kane, our other brother, is also really passionate about. He was one of the first protocols to introduce yield farming into his project. And so we decided very early on to go with a pretty aggressive staking program. So in V2 you have to lock up for at least a 1 month period. And so in our first iteration, we allowed people to flexibly stake, and but we also introduced up to a 12-month lock, which was kind of the first, or we were like one of the first projects to introduce that, and it was a really, really smart move, or it proved to be in the end, because it allowed us time to build up the liquidity in the protocol and show people that we actually have a product, which is, I think, the most critical thing. If we went out with a staking program and all of a sudden those rewards were being unlocked immediately, you're going to get people who are like, well, there's no product. What if they don't release it? Blah, blah, blah. Now we're in a situation where all those people who locked up for 12 months, they're still going to be locked. And they know now that in 2 days' time, they're going to be seeing a whole bunch of streamers and ex-pro TFT players playing this game. It gives them the assurance. And what we're hoping then will happen is, instead of them dumping those tokens, those rewards, they'll restake those rewards. So staking, unbelievable mechanism for growth.
Yeah, and the challenge to keep the community involved, because of course developing a AAA game takes time, and you guys did already amazingly. You started from basically nothing. You built a team, and you're building a product in a record time. So, but it still takes time, and you gotta keep people involved and not just dumping the tokens and jumping to the new shiny thing. So yeah, that's a challenge, and I think you guys are doing great at keeping the community active. You personally, and it's family business, but all of you like being involved and being there. It's great. Thank you, Walking Feather. She did the job for us, or he did. Like, subscribe, and share, guys, if you like the content. We'll have more coming up in the next weeks, and we have more Play to Earn NFT gaming reviews coming on the channel. I saw there are a lot in the chat. I saw a lot of these guys showing up. Who are these guys? A lot of lizards everywhere in the chat. What's that about?
Yeah. So, Ethlizards, actually, there's a little bit of affiliation with Illuvium. So I'll explain the story. So essentially, I first started getting my alpha from the DGen channel in Synthetics. And it's an amazing I urge everyone to go into that channel. It's a really, really good place to get alpha. And that made me think, hey, I want to have my own channel where I can go into, and it's like, say whatever you want. There's like very little moderation, like unless you're going around abusing people or like whatever. And it was a place that I used to go to almost chill out from like what I call the real world community. And one day things got busier and busier and busier with Illuvium, and I started spending less and less time in the DGen chat. And then one day I went back there, and it was just nothing was going on, and it always was pumping. And I asked a few of the guys, I was like, what's the deal here? Like, where is everyone going? Yeah. And they had essentially taken the DGen channel and said, we're going to move over to our own Discord, and we're going to put these lizards as our profile photos to show that we're part of this underground DGen club. Now, I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was genius. Yeah. I was like, you know what? Like, you've stolen my channel, but you know what?
Yeah, they took it away first. They just all left you alone there.
But I got to pay that. I have to pay that. Like, I was like, you know what? Like, full credit to them. And then I said, you know what? If these guys are smart enough to go and do that, I want to get involved. Like, where's my lizard? And one of the guys, like, we're talking, this is fair launch. So I'm pretty sure they were given to people. Like, there was no raise or anything like that, which is the best way to start anything, in my opinion. But I got given one of these lizards, and then they said, you know, now you can access the Discord, so go over there. And I joined, and it was like, here's my place again. Like, you guys have actually stolen my place, but you know what? Who cares? I'm here now. And then I was like, all right, this is kind of cool. Like, we've got our channel and so we've got our Discord, but I find it hard to be part of something that doesn't do something or give value or have utility in some way. And so I started thinking, like, what could I do to add value to this community? And so I hit up the founders and I said, hey, I get approached all the time, and I make investments all the time in up and coming gaming projects. What if I give the alpha and allow an allocation to this underground lizard lounge, and then anyone who holds a lizard gains the profit from that? Like, that would be a super cool utility. Like, it's a way of saying, like, hey, I get things that you don't, which that's what NFTs are all about, or what it seems to be at this point. And I just thought, you know, I looked at so many other NFT projects because I genuinely hadn't researched them. Like, I'm so busy with Illuvium that I just hadn't. And I looked and I was like, these projects have, you know, 500 million plus valuations, and I'm not seeing too much utility with them. I think honestly that like having the ability to just stake a lizard and gain access not only from like the profit that you can potentially make from that, but just knowing about what is the project, being able to then get into TGE early on, like with your own personal funds. It just seemed like it was really, really cool. And
it kind of allows public and members of the community to be a VC with a little investment, and to be a VC, to be access to the community. So full disclosure, I'm part of this community as well, and the chat, the people there are absolutely amazing. There are amazing talks and discussing projects, and people are doing research and sharing the resources. So the value is there in itself, but if you can add up like the investment and all the connections that you guys have and your team has, and being able to invest early on in project, that's definitely amazing.
Well, the craziest thing about it is how I think this is going to play out is no one really knows this, right? Like it is sort of like this underground VC movement that happens, right? And basically you need to be really, really good at networking to get the good deals. You have to know people, and you find these VCs who are jumping into the Web3 world. They have bundles of cash, but the founders don't give a shit. They don't they're looking for investors, and I certainly advise new founders who are forming capital, choose the right investors. And so what I think is going to happen is something like an Ethlizards DAO, which has huge network effects with it. Founders are going to go, I want that DAO to invest. It's almost like a badge to say so many, thousands of gamers have backed this and said, I want to get into it. So Ethlizards will actually be more prominent than most of the VCs. You're obviously going to have your top level, but that's where I see it going. Now, the interesting thing about that is the VCs that are considered not tier 1 and tier 2, they might not be able to gain access to these projects, which will mean that like if it's AAA and they're wanting to get in and there's no allocation, but Ethlizards gets an allocation, what do you think is going to start to happen? They're obviously going to go, okay, well, we can't get access, so let's buy a piece of this collection so we then have skin in the game for all of these AAAs that are coming out. Because
you don't think that could dilute the community a little bit, to have actual VC coming and investing and losing a bit the essence of it, I would say. If you have it's a people's project. The lizards, we are lizards, but it's a people's project.
So yes, right now, would I love for it to stay as pure as, just a bunch of degens that slowly built up their net worth over the next 2-3 years? Absolutely. Unfortunately, I don't live in fairyland, and I know what's going to happen. Yeah. And VCs are going to go, like, we already had Framework. When I told them, they were like, okay, I don't really like, are you sure? And I was like, I'm telling you, this thing is going to get big. And as soon as they see the conviction and whatever, it's like, we're going in. Now, if that's Framework, a tier 1, like cream of the crop investor, it's inevitable that you're going to start seeing tier 3 and tier 2 jump in as well.
Yeah, and especially when you guys would start making the first investment and have a voice in the space and be more visible. So Bruno, what do you think, Bruno? Are you aping in? Are you on OpenSea at the moment? Are you checking the floor there?
Yeah, definitely sounds like an interesting project. You said it yourself. The floor price increased a lot. Sounds like really interesting. And actually, I like when there's like utility linked to owning an NFT instead of being just digital art. So if I would have in a feed, maybe I will do AP in for sure.
Yeah, come. You should join us. You should join the lounge there. It's no, and the community is really fun and helpful. There are some newcomers I saw in the channels. There are some people. It's their first NFT, and they just show up there, and the community is super helpful. I read some people got scammed, and some people from the community like bought back the lizard or send them back one. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
nice.
it's just really helpful and feel good community there. So guys, go check it out. It might seem a bit expensive for a lot of you, but as Kieran said, this thing should just get bigger. So yeah, have a look at it. Guys, I know Kieran, you have to go pretty soon, and you have this AMA to prepare and other things. So let's check out the games we're looking forward to, the upcoming releases and game. Bruno, what do you have on your list this week? What's something that just launched or something that's coming up soon?
Yeah, so I always have like a bunch of projects on my list, but there's actually two that popped up recently. So one of them, it has been on my radar for quite some time. Actually, I already did a video about it. Let me just share my screen here.
Yeah, I'll power it up.
But now it has a new update. So back in October, I actually did a video about Hashrush, okay, which is a project that I really love because it's an RTS, and I'm a hardcore RTS fan. I've played the RTS since I was a kid, and it's amazing to have like a game of this genre in NFT gaming, right? So if you actually look at the gameplay, this looks like Warcraft 3. Okay, but with the Web3 elements and good graphics. Okay, let me just so you guys have an idea how the game looks good. So basically, this was on October, right?
Yeah,
But
this was last year, yeah.
Yeah, but today they're actually launching a new update with a better gameplay, more polished graphics, crafting, okay, and a bunch of other features. And as you guys can see, like the game looks amazing. You have like a bunch of resources on every map. So you have like population, food, wood, fireflies, copper and iron and crystals. So it's quite complex. And then by gathering these resources, you can build stuff on your base and then train an army to attack your opponent. So it's quite nice. There's like this fantasy vibe, and I really like it. It's actually a bit slow here. I'm sorry about it.
Yeah.
So these are the
So
heroes. Yeah.
So it's playable. It's open. It's playable since today.
No, they actually released this demo for everyone back then, but I think they closed it then. And now they're actually releasing a new playtest with the new features, but only for people who actually invested in the game. So then I bought these heroes. So this unit you're seeing here is like a more powerful unit, which is a hero, which is an NFT. Okay, and I bought.
Okay, so you need to own an NFT to have access to the playtest.
Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to cover. So basically, you have the rush key. So in order to have this rush key, you have to add some rush tokens in order to buy it. Or you have the Vorto key. So Vorto key is the key you get if you actually own an NFT, which are the heroes in this game. Okay. As you can see, the rush key is the best, gives you like more perks, and then you have the Vorto key. Then another very cool feature is that Hashrush is more than a play-to-earn game. It's also like a comic book, and they actually sold this comic, a physical piece, for like 10,000. Okay, so it's also really interesting that they have like this project linked with comics. So there's like the storyline of Hashrush.
How many of them did they sell at that price?
Actually, this was one of a kind. It is like the legendary legend issue. Only one circulating, so that's why it was so expensive. I think the other ones weren't that expensive.
Got it.
And then
cool. So yeah, there is a whole universe. If they did a comic book about it, it's okay. Cool. We'll check this out.
And I would say like this is an underground project. So if you actually come to Hashrush, they have a really small community. I would say like 5,000 people in their Discord. So that's quite like under the radar of the community. But you guys saw it. It looks good. And I think it's part of the strategy of many projects where they focus on developing the game first and then they think about marketing later.
Yeah, we see this more and more. It wasn't the norm, but now we're seeing like a lot of projects popping up that was totally under the radar, no
Yeah.
marketing, but they actually have a playable product, and I
And
think
it's
that's
good, and it's good, and it's good.
Yeah.
A good playable product. I would say like another example is, for example, Infinite Fleet. Like it's a very good game. It already has an alpha, but not many people know about it. You know. And this that I'm
There
showing
is
you
one.
guys.
Yeah,
Sorry,
sorry.
sorry.
No, go
No,
ahead.
this that I'm showing you is the crafting system. So basically, by gathering resources on the map, you're going to be able to craft gear for your heroes. Right, just like in Warcraft 3. I don't know if you guys remember this epic game Warcraft 3, but it's exactly like this, but with NFTs and Web3 elements.
Awesome.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's out.
I
That's
Hash Rush.
Yeah, the
And- but that's-
playtest is out apparently. If you got a hero or one of
Yeah,
the key,
today.
you can play it.
I'll have to
Exactly.
get myself a hero.
But I think they're
Yeah.
pretty cheap, like $25 or it. And
Yeah.
they have. I checked it out. They have a super cool on-ramp system. You can pay with US dollar, with fiat, with credit card, and get yourself a hero for $25. So it's there is no speculation. It's quite easy to get in, and the game looks already well polished. So yeah, guys, check it out definitely.
What
Yes,
chain is that on?
Vorton Network, so they actually have their own ecosystem. They're not on Polygon or BNB chains. Vorton Network.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, quite interesting. Then another project that I have on my radar. Okay, this one, Ashrush, I've been following this for quite some time, but actually I got a new one, which is Undead Blocks. So basically, in traditional gaming, you had Left 4 Dead, which was like really successful in traditional gaming, right? And now you have the NFT gaming version of Left 4 Dead, Undead Blocks. So actually, they're going to have an alpha really soon, and it's a zombie game. So they have this concept of kill to earn. So basically, you have to survive hordes of zombies. And
Kill to earn.
yeah, you kill to earn, literally. So by killing zombies, you get like this in-game currency, and then they also have their native token. Okay, because you're going to have like a bunch of different weapons, and you're going to be able to upgrade these weapons, get custom skins. Okay, you're going to have like co-op. Okay, just like Left 4 Dead. That's why I compared it with this traditional game. And as you guys can see, like the graphics look good, gameplay looks super fluid, as you guys can see, like a fast-paced survival game. I really like it. And then you're going to have the token. Oh, it is also coming for Xbox and PlayStation.
And little spoiler, we just received an early beta build from the team, so we're gonna soon have a full playtest and review on the channel. So guys, subscribe, and we get some preview. And yeah, the build is pretty much ready for general launch, but the founder is really involved. He's streaming on Twitch. He's playing the game. He's having fun with it. So yeah, definitely another nice project on our radar.
Yeah,
Kieran,
definitely.
Yeah. Kieran, what do you have on your radar? What's okay, Illuvium, obviously, but you're a DJ as well, and you're in those alpha groups, and you probably have some alpha or some amazing projects that you know are coming up soon, or maybe in the longer time frame.
Yeah, so my approach now is, I think we're gone of the days of being able to invest in the, like, there's going to be opportunities to invest in indie projects and like the more basic games, less quality in the graphics and stuff like that. But I'm well and truly now focusing my investments on AAA games of teams that have either built something in Web2 that is AAA, or have just set up a studio with people that have come from AAA studios. So yeah, but the one that I'll show you is called Civitas, which is a city building game.
Oh yeah, heard about
Am I
that.
able to share?
You should be, yeah. Or I can pull up the website here.
1 sec. Weird. It's not.
Right.
Yeah, if you just go to play Civitas.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I got the website here. I'll just. This one, yeah.
Let me. Yes. So again, really polished graphics. There's a set style that you can see that they're going for. The team behind it.
Looks good, yeah.
The team behind it are incredible. Like they know what they're doing. They have a very similar mindset to us in that they know you need people to be able to build good games. They also know that it takes time, and so they're one of the few teams that I've met in the past, I would say 12 months, that has seriously impressed me. Like to the point where it's like I just straight away said, I'm going all in. And I think I can actually give you a little bit of news. If I check my Telegram, I'm pretty sure I got a message from the team.
Guys, we got some alpha coming.
Is there some gameplay that you can show us or not?
No,
yet?
we're early here. Like we're very.
It's really
we're
early.
very early.
Okay.
But we can see, just if you look at the partners already, the investors.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we see a lizard here.
There, YGG. It's a lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. CryptoPunk.
That's kind of what I was talking about. You kind of like see that group of angels down there. If you know one of them, then you're gonna be able to get yourself into a different group and like that's sort of the underground stuff that I was talking about. But so they've come back. I spoke to them about the lizards. They want the capital raise is well and truly over, but they've managed to carve out a tiny little 10K allocation for the lizards if we want to take it. So that's something that we'll need to put through governance and whatever in Ethlizard land. But I thought that was pretty cool of them to allow us to be included.
That's cool. So that would be the lizards, one of the lizard first investment, yeah. And
this would
if
theoretically
it goes
be
through
the first one. Yeah.
Okay, just one question. How do you actually invest in that game? Do you buy NFTs or how does it work?
So in this, I'm not sure if they're gonna do a pre-sale of any of the in-game assets, but this is into the seed round. This is access into the seed round.
Right now, okay.
Okay, cool. And I read a little bit about the project. So it's really the universe is Roman Empire, and so each city will have its own sub-DAO governance. So totally decentralized ecosystem and game. I think it's really embracing the spirit of blockchain gaming of these communities. So definitely a project that we'll be following up. And it might take. It's still early stage, so guys, it might take time before we can play anything. But if you're interested, for the long-term follow Civitas, it's a super cool project here. I had a little ones I wanted to show you. It's a little project. I like to support small indie developers as well. And as I said earlier, there are lots of them who are actually building in the background. They are not marketing geniuses or experts, and what they love is building games. And I think this one has some potential. It's called Memelordz. So if you guys like memes, if you guys like old school top-down RPGs, Pokemon style, go on, check out Memelordz. There is a playable alpha. It's on Unity Web. It's working, and it's fun. But I'm just gonna show you the trailer.
Okay. So if you like memes, this game is for you. So this is like old classic Pokemons, but with memes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
When
let's
is
see
this releasing?
Check
So
Norway.
yeah, so I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, okay, those guys had fun, and then I clicked the play button, and the alpha is actually live. I think there is like 4 hours worth of gameplay already live. There is no. It's not. So they tell you like it's for mature audience, guys, 18 years and above. It's not multiplayer yet, so it's PVE. But you guys can go and try it out. It's totally free, and you can play the PVE version, the alpha. Yeah, so that's our way to support small indie developers that do fun projects and definitely has some potential behind it.
Yeah. But what about the
Guys,
Web3 elements of this project? It's going to have like NFTs and...
do your own research, Bruno. What do you? No, guys, I just stumbled upon. I did a quick research. I'm not sure about the play to earn mechanics, the NFTs, everything that's behind. But for now, it's a free game that you can play, have fun with it, test it, and yeah, get involved if you like it. Join the Discord. The founder is there. You can talk with them. But yeah, it's playable. It's right here already. Guys, we're gonna stop the show for today. Kieran, thank you so much for being with us. All the alpha you shared with us, Illuvium, the upcoming land sale. Thank you to all the lizard community that was here in the chat. We saw you. You guys are quite visible. Thank you, Bruno. I have one last little announcement. This weekend on Sunday at 2 p.m., starting 2 p.m. Eastern Time in the US, we have a little game challenge on Eve.io. So Eve.io is a first-person shooter on Solana that you can play in your browser. And they have a mint coming up on May 5th, if I'm correct. And basically, if you click the play to earn link, we have a special arena that's going to be released for us. And there's going to be some whitelist token spawning on the map. So we got 10 legendary whitelist token that guarantee you a legendary or epic mint, and 100, I think it's 100 legendary and 10 epic or something like that. We will release the info on the website, and this will start on Sunday. So if you guys like FPS and want a chance to be able to be on the whitelist for the upcoming Eve.io mint, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and follow us on Twitter. Guys, thank you very much. Bruno, as usual, I let you do the outro.
Okay.
Thanks so much, guys.
Okay, Kieran, thank you. Guys, thanks for watching, and I see Cryptomaniacs in the metaverse.
Peace. See you guys.
See you guys.